where to begin? That's all I'll say. Big ups to Glimpse tuning in. 2-1 win. The song explains how every City fan feels. I'm not quite sure about that. The Christmas music, it's meant to be quite jolly, so I don't know if we're jolly at the moment. Let's just hope Christmas can lift our spirits. Big ups for tuning in though. Ty 300. I don't know if you're a City fan. But big ups either way. But look, Villa absolutely cooked us from start to finish. Basically, turned the foot off the gas near the end. Specifically after they got the second goal, they went for the third for a little bit, but then they kind of stopped. So not much else to say. Villa were just better than us every single aspect of the pitch. They're utter clowns. They gave up. Yeah, it's just like I don't even know what to say anymore for the team. I can't really defend it anymore. I can't. I try my best to try and do something, and to try and say something, to try and take positives from this game. Ortega's good. Ortega's good, man. If you watch the game, you know he's good. Pep said we played really good. 45. He won't change anything, and proof he's incredibly proud of. To say we played really good at all is crazy. We played meh at best. Meh is not okay for reference. Meh is like decent is slightly above okay. Meh is slightly below decent. It's slightly below okay. We played meh at best in that first half, and if you want to do, I don't even know. I'm fumbling on my words because of how bad this is. But anyway, I'll just get straight into player ratings. Why not? Big ups to everyone tuning in though. Ortega 7 made good saves out there, especially in the first minute, the first 10 seconds. We could have been 1-0 down. That was the reality. John Duran was literally in 1-on-1. Vardy of the silly early mistake. Don't think we were expecting the high press, and it outdid us. So, Ortega, great save at the beginning. And what happens straight after? He gets a save, which is as good as a goal line clearance. It's literally that the ball's got about that much it needs to go over. Incredible save, both of them. And throughout the game, he was good when he was called upon as well. Only time really slipped up apart from conceding was when he almost got tackled. Ortega, really good performance, keep him in, even if Edison comes back from his injury. Should have played Haaland. I know what you're saying. Morgan Rogers scored. Proof is in the pudding. Play the academy. I think a discussion needs to be had, not just about playing the academy, but just about the academy in a whole now. I might do a stream on it. I'm not sure, because we are suffering because of the awful decisions we are making with our academy players. Cole Palmer, reality is we never should have sold him. We got him fine-ish last season without him, but look, Palmer will cook us one day. He already took 3 points off us last season, scoring a last-minute penalty. One day he will cook us, and he will be what cooks us, unless we improve severely. Okay, Palmer, though, would have been a great addition to the squad. Absolutely no doubt. Porro, I know he wasn't an academy signing, but he was one of those players like Zinchenko that we signed cheap and that we loaned out a lot, let them got experience, and then let them come back into the team. I don't know why Porro never really got given an opportunity to play. Okay, but it's by the by. Porro scored against us in the 4-0. Did not mind celebrating either. Look, I know he hasn't yet, but Liam Delap, he's clearly a great talent. You know, he's clearly a good talent, and he's doing good things at Ipswich. He's getting a good few goals, goals for teams lower down in the league can really make the difference. I think he's going to get a bigger move in the summer, to be honest. Named Delap, so add Delap to that. And Morgan Rogers today, he was just superb. He didn't get man of the match. I said he was man of the match, but Tielemans got man of the match. But nonetheless, Rogers was just brilliant from start to finish. Sit Tiki down, make him watch the last 12 games and see if he has the cheek to not sign anyone. Set piece coaches. The set piece coach is the defensive coach. I don't know what's being said. The only thing I'll say in any level of sympathy for our defense is that we are so bad with injuries in our defense, but then I have to put another bit, but then I say one thing to try and help and to try and give our defense the benefit of the doubt. It's a shot at someone else in the club. You know, I can't say things that aren't because of other people. That's the reality of how bad this is. There's a cause for every problem, and I have to go to the cause of it. Our defense is too injury prone. That's become obvious. John Stones, I'm willing to bet my desk that John Stones got subbed off injured. I'm willing to bet that. It makes no sense otherwise. I don't see why you'd make that change. Alvarez and Palmer better than your team's best. I mean, they're doing better than us right now. Palmer's trailing in second in the league. Alvarez, I think he's similar. You know, Alvarez leaving. The thing was with Alvarez leaving, shouldn't have let him leave. Letting him leave was bad enough, but not replacing him was the biggest mistake. You know, that's a mistake. I'm pretty confident that 1300 isn't a City fan. Thank you for the views, though, TAF 300. I do TAF 1300. Just go call me 1300. Thank you for the views. They do help. But moving on from Ortega onto Rico. Rico, he was okay, probably one of the better ones. And the fact that okay is me saying that someone was better than another, you know, that shows how bad the performance was. The fact that okay is one of our best performers, you know, it's just laughable. It's really laughable. But on a whole, I thought he was all right. You know, got himself booked, but it's a tactical foul, so it could be worse. John Stones 5.5. Look, I've watched the goal back about 4 times just to make sure I'm not getting it wrong. We've got a decent defensive line. Tielemans is on the ball, okay, in space, and then he moves forward, leaves spacing behind. I know we play high line. I know that our defenders push forward a bit, but I can't justify that. Tielemans has space there. He already knows the pass he's going to make, and John Stones just makes it easier by making space. And so I have to give him a 5.5. Otherwise, I give him like a 6. But I have to give him 5.5. I think he's the biggest reason for that goal. And Rico. I think Rico needs to stay a bit tighter, to be honest. But I think John Stones is the biggest thing. Rico offers nothing for the defence. I mean, this start of the season when he was playing right back over Walker, he was one of our best players. I was giving him man of the match quite a bit. I remember got an assist against West Ham. He was actually playing really well at the right back. But more recently, he's been shoved in midfield, inverting with the right back spot, being made to do weird things, and it's just not really working. Get him gone. I'm going to guess you're on about John Stones. Yeah, John Stones just can't stay fit. He probably wasn't even fully fit to play this game. You know? That's the thing. He probably wasn't even fully fit to play this. How do you not intercept that easy pass? If only it was that simple, that. What happened to Pep Guardiola? He's literally becoming Eric Ten Hag day by day. I mean, he's saying in interviews and all. Do you know what the thing is? Yeah, he says in like press conferences and all that, like, the problem is me. I don't know how to make the solutions so that these players play good. I don't know how to do it. I'm not good enough. He says that, yeah, and it's good and all they saying that he's taking accountability for the fact that he can't find the answers. But then he'll go and say after most performances that end in defeat, if not all, Yo played really good. Like what? That contradicts what you said. Akanji 6. I thought he was okay. Don't really think he was at fault for many of the goals. Look, I wish someone put a foot in on Morgan Rogers running when he went on that brilliant run. But no one did. I don't know if he could have, but on a whole, Akanji 6 almost got himself injured. Isaac scored the first minute, by the way, against Ipswich. That was rough. If we lose to Everton, I'm at a breaking point. Oh, I don't even want to think about Everton. I just want to think about Christmas now. Where was I? Vardiol 5. He gets a big chance in that first half. It's a great. He starts it brilliantly, by the way. Great run by Vardiol. Drives it forward. Starts the counter. Plays the ball to Jack Grealish. Probably one of the only good things Jack Grealish did all game. And Jack Grealish plays a nice ball into Vardiol. It's a good heading opportunity. He's completely unmarked. He's got the power of his run. And he heads it over. It was just a very disappointing attempt by Vardiol. For a player that's got 4 Premier League goals, I just wish he could have directed that a bit better. I know, look, it's going at a defender, but we need these players to step up in these moments. So we've done Vardiol. Gundo, 5.5. Don't think he was awful. I think he was the biggest problem with our midfield is that majority of them are slow. Bernardo, he's slow. Kovacic, he's quicker than Bernardo and Gundo, but he's also quite slow. And like I just said, Gundo, he's slow. We have a very slow midfield. Phil Foden is definitely the quickest in there. But, there's just, when you add creativity and lack of speed together, it's not exactly a dream combo. And the midfield battle we completely lost today, like we tend to over the last few games. He's just he hasn't got the pace to do the role that he's being forced to do, to be honest. Kovacic, again, I thought he was just a bit meh. Wasn't the best performance from Kovacic. It was nice to see him in, though. Nice to see him actually get proper minutes. He got some against United, of course, but yeah, it was glad to see him get minutes on the field. Pinged a nice couple passes through. Man City were favourites today as well. I honestly don't get it. How were we favourites? What? No, we weren't. No way were we favourites with 1 win in 11 before this, and now 1 win in 12. 9 losses in 12 as well. Not a chance. Foden, 5.5. You was betting favourites. Yeah, but any fan knows we weren't favourites going into that. Foden, 5.5. Look, for most of it, he was quite poor. He had a couple of okay dribbles in there, a couple of moments, a couple of shots that were nearly moments, but just didn't quite work out. Gets him a consolation at the end. That saves him from the 5. But, yeah, Phil Foden. Where's Edison? Injured. Phil Foden, though, it's a 5.5. The consolation he gets saves him from a 5. He offered little to nothing. The only thing I can hope for is that this goal somehow makes him kick on. A bit of a weird goal for him to kick on with if it does, but hey, if it does the business, it does the business, and I'll take it. City was 47% win rate, according to Google. There was no way, like, logically in anyone's head that we were favourites. Villa were always favourites at Villa Park. Their form is better than ours because we've got the worst form in the Premier League, quite literally a fact. There was no way that we were literal favourites inside Google betting sites. Ask like someone on the street, they'll say that we weren't favourites. Grealish 4.5. The best thing he did all game was win fouls. I think he must have got fouled about 4 times, which can help at times, but on a whole, it didn't really benefit us because we couldn't do anything with any of the fouls. It had poor shots. One of them was pretty poor. Took a knock and went out for a throw. Like I said, the best thing he did all game was whipping across, and Vardy skied it. So Grealish 4.5. I thought he was okay. No, I didn't. I thought he was quite poor. Don't know why I said okay. Just wasn't at the races today, Grealish, and he hasn't been for a while. If Bournemouth beat Man United, you go 7th. Lad, by the end of the match day, we go 9th if results go a certain way. Haaland 5. He didn't get any service, which doesn't help him. And look, he had a couple of moments with decent backtracking. I remember him running back, putting in a good tackle or two. It wasn't horrendous. Big ups to everyone tuning in. United fan, but love watching fan reactions. Drop the sub, keep it up. Oh, big ups to you, Twin Coconuts. I appreciate that. Do appreciate that. And big ups to everyone that is tuning in. I've only just realised we've got 7 people tuning in right now, so I appreciate that. Enjoy my reactions to the Villa game, I guess. But back onto Haaland, he had good defensive moments, but the fact that his best moments in the game were his defensive moments just go to show how little he had. I don't think he got a shot today, and if he did, he got little to nothing. He's got 741k subs. Who? Twin Coconuts. Oh, blinking heck! He's got his name's like different in the chat. Wow, I didn't even know who you was, Twin Coconuts. Big ups to tuning in there. Wow. Cheers. Cool. Well, that's unexpected. Thank you for tuning in. Haaland's a goal scorer, but not a striker. No, I think he is a striker. Savinho 6.5 came on, got an assist. I feel so bad for him that he's coming. Well, was it an assist? He essentially gets an assist. I don't know if he officially got given it because it did take a couple nicks on the way through. So that's probably not been given as an assist, but it basically was. I thought he did decent. Savinho, so I give him 6.5. Doku, Walker, they didn't really do anything. Walker, the most annoying thing was with him, I barely decided to keep him with a to keep him to a 6. I barely kept him to that. I was going to go 5.5, but I just decided to keep it because everything else basically was fine. But he's so high up pressing Morgan Rogers, and Morgan Rogers, he's a quick player. He just spins Walker, and then Walker loses him. Walker's getting outpaced by almost everyone, and it is hard to watch now. Timo Werner, Rogers, Mitoma. Feel free to join the club. Whoever is outpacing Walker. Walker used to be unable to be outpaced because he was that quick, but now it just seems like anyone. I came to check out this channel from fan reactions and compilations. Your fan reaction hub channel at almost every vid. Yeah, I know. And I really do appreciate the fact that I get put on those because sometimes I do get an extra view or two. It's pretty nice. Same, bro. Hell of no more home games left of the season. Ruben Sellers remains the best home form in 2024, and his first 2 home games at Hull, he's gotten 4 points. Seems a great home manager. Not season. Yeah, fan reactions are really great, and they can bring in extra viewers. Twin Coconut. 1300. You two, for example, big ups for you both. That concludes player ratings. Look, my biggest thing is the thumbnail says reap what you sow. And the reason is for that is because of us selling academy talents. I know I briefly mentioned it before, and we're going to go really into it maybe one day this week. Obviously not Christmas. Might even do it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It's been a very weird period, this 12 games. It's been more than a period now. It's almost 2 months this period's really been going on for. So, yeah, we're going to really have to see what happens, to be honest. I'm sick of players backing out 50-50s. I found your channel from MCFR. Yeah, big ups to you, Glimpse. I'm pretty sure Vicis City just found me randomly somehow. Was you streaming Brentford 3-1? Yeah, Phil Foden away hat-trick. What a time. I wish we could have that Phil Foden back. But nonetheless, my final message is, I know I briefly mentioned it, but the one I might be clinging on to any sort of hope here, but I hope that somehow that consolation goal Phil Foden gets is somewhat lifts his confidence in a way. I don't know why it would lift his confidence, just to know that he was on the score sheet maybe. If it was me, I don't know if it would lift my confidence knowing that I scored a goal that was futile, but it might do something. I don't know. I'm clinging on to anything. Strip them of their wages until they perform. I'm serious. I don't think we can actually do that, but if that was a thing, sure, why not? Look, January, we need it desperately. I want to see signings within the first 2 weeks. As long as your form doesn't continue like how United has done for years now. Yeah, United has been in the rudder for quite a while. Sometimes you've looked on the up, but then sometimes you dip again. But as long as we can climb out of this a lot sooner than that, hopefully we climb out of this season, or at the very latest next season. So, yeah. Big ups to everyone that tuned in today. It's only a short one. Match reviews don't tend to be the longest. Big ups to Twin Coconuts and TAF 1300 for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Great to have 2 new viewers. I don't know if you'll come back, but if you do, great stuff. You're more than welcome. And yeah, next time I'll be live is either tomorrow or next day, but I'm going to definitely try to get a video out tomorrow. Big ups to you all. I'll see you in the next one.